It's about lunchtime on a Sunday, September 14th, 2025. And as I shared with you on the last post, this is going to be the new place, at least for now, until, we're going to stick with this for a minute. But hear me out. Let's get to it. Thought that recently captured my attention, and I've spent quite a bit of time with this in the past, but it's only just recently resurfaced for me, and recognizing how important it is, I thought we'd spend a little bit of time with it today. And it's the idea of transparency, okay? Now, when you first hear that word, you have a certain idea of what it is based off of whatever experience you've had to this point. And I get it. We've all had our own journey. And we've all participated in transparency at varying degrees, right? We've been transparent with those outwardly, publicly, those at a distance. We've also had a certain level of transparency with those that are a little bit closer to us in our inner circle. And we have kind of a different layer of transparency with those that might be one, two, let's call it one, maybe one person in your life that you have ever really felt like you can be fully open with and fully transparent. And part of the reason for that is we all live with this inherent condemnation, this inherent judgment, this inherent insecurity that the other person won't get us, that they won't understand us. But that's our mistake. That's a kind of a bit of a flaw built into our system. When the truth is that if we were to really step back and say, what if someone else shared very openly with you and they were a bit vulnerable, and how would you respond to that? If you really thought about it, you would likely be more forgiving, more merciful, more accepting than you feel like someone else would be if you were to do the same thing. So as you spend time with that, realize that it is a huge responsibility for us on the path of growth, maturity, that we lean into transparency. So think about this in terms of radical transparency is a phrase, right? Radical transparency. When you feel like you should not share that thing that you're thinking about not sharing, try to just take a small step in that direction, okay? Try to take one little minimal, minute step, one small step in that direction of being more honest and more transparent. And then gauge the outcome, engage the response, gauge the type of receptivity that you experience, and play that game again. See how different that might be. Not only how the other person might respond, but how differently you feel after, okay? How differently you feel in subsequent minutes, moments, days, and weeks when you had the chance to maybe hide, you had the chance to maybe be deceitful, or be dishonest, but yet you came clean and you were a little more vulnerable, right? You exercised radical transparency. So try that on for size. I don't want to share too much about how you will feel or what you should experience after having done this, because I'd like for you to experience it most fully for yourself, right? The idea of removing some of those limitations of you experiencing this type of act through my lens, but that you might experience it through your own lens, most sincerely, most honestly, and most presently. So that's the word for today. Thank y'all for being here. Chop this up, share it, send it wherever you got to send it. Respond to me, share and like, subscribe if you feel so inclined. This is the thought. I'm not sure what time of day it will be, because my plan is to just do this following my run, whenever that is. And so you're going to get it in doses. You're going to get it at random times. But one thing for sure is there will be one consistency every single calendar day, okay? So y'all check in, tap in. I look forward to building this with y'all. Stay tuned, go within, go a little bit deeper. Be cool. Peace.